Men are deceived about women's true sexual nature. Lesbian perspective. I'm a lesbian. I'm a woman. And I've observed over the years of my life just how deceived men really are about women's sexual nature. And it's really their own fault. The reason why it's men's fault that they're deceived about women's true sexual nature is because men have created a fairy tale about how women are. Men usually place women in certain categories. They have a category of a wife. They have a category of a girlfriend. They have a category of the girl that they just want to sleep with. And they have the category of the girl who is just to be admired from a distance. There's other categories, but these are images and ideas that men have about women generally. And the way they view women usually boils down to how they want to consider a woman sexually. And while a man is thinking about a woman sexually, he really doesn't know the true sexual nature of a woman. And the reason why is because he has tricked himself into believing that a woman is the way he wants a woman to be. For one, he thinks that all women want a man. But that's not true. And if women do want a man, it doesn't necessarily mean that she wants all men, because she may not want you. And this doesn't mean that every woman wants a man. What this means is if a woman does want a man, she doesn't want all men, and she may not want you. He doesn't really know how a woman really feels because he's already decided how she thinks. Men are deceived about women's true sexual nature because they want to imagine a woman to be the way they want her to be. They think that a woman only wants to have sex when she falls in love. And they think that a woman only wants to have sex in a robotic manner. He presses a button on her that gives her instructions on exactly what he wants her to do. And he can just turn buttons on and off and program her the way he wants to utilize her, because he uses her like a robot. He views her as his sex machine. This is why you have so many toys that men can go and buy for a man to imagine how a woman is sexually. You know, they have those blow-up dolls, and they don't really care about what a woman is really feeling or desiring. They just want to use her body in the way that he wants to use her sexually. And the whole time that he's doing this, he thinks that this is really how women are. But he's so lost, and it's his own fault. You have women who are not into men, and you have women who are into men. But men, they like to think that all women are into men sexually. And men usually like to classify women in two main categories: the good girls and the bad girls. And this is based off of their view of these women sexually. So the good girls, they like to treat them like, put them on a pedestal. The bad girls, all they can think about is sleeping with them as much as possible. But what they don't really understand, there's really no such thing as a good girl and a bad girl, because all women are capable of having sex and enjoying sex, but they just don't have it with just anybody. But he doesn't know the game that they play because he thinks that all women are the same. When these women that he's playing with usually are playing him. Just because a woman has sex with a man doesn't mean that she is into the man. But he doesn't know that because all he knows is he's having sex with this woman. And he never really knows her true sexual nature because all he's thinking about is, I'm finally having sex with this woman. And then men who think that all women want a man, they don't realize that they create a lot of women who are on the down low. And the women who are on the down low, he doesn't know who they are. And they don't have any intention on letting him know. Because men are deceived about women's true sexual nature. The truth is, men will never know a woman's true sexual nature because they want a woman to be exactly how they want a woman to be. It actually really scares a man to know what a woman's true sexual nature is. And the reason why is because he has no control over her true sexual nature. A woman's true sexual nature belongs to her. It doesn't belong to a man. And she chooses who she wants to share her true sexual nature with. And the reason why she's sharing her true sexual nature is because she can trust the person who she chooses to have sex with. And the truth is, women absolutely have a sexual nature. Women do enjoy sex, but they don't enjoy sex with just anybody. Usually when men run into lesbians, they know that they're lesbians. But they always are deceived about true lesbians because they end up sleeping with women, but they're not really lesbians. Because see, lesbians, they only show their true sexual nature with lesbians. So men really never know the true sexual nature of women because they don't really know who they're sleeping with. And if a woman decides to sleep with a man, she has her reasons, but her true sexual nature will always be disguised. It will always be repressed unless she really trusts a man, unless she truly desires a man. If she's not there, then a man will never know a woman's true sexual nature because she knows that he's not ready to know. Because men are deceived about women's true sexual nature because they choose the deception. And they really never get to see what it's really like to be with a woman sexually. And it's their own fault. And I'm glad that I am a lesbian because one of the beautiful things about being a lesbian is I get to witness and experience a woman's true sexual nature because I don't abide by heterosexual rules. I don't sleep with men. I don't desire a man. I'm into women. And me being a woman, I'm able to be with women who truly desire me, who feel safe with me, who open up with me. I see a woman who is uninhibited. I see a woman who is free. I see a woman who is safe. I see a woman for who she truly is. I see the true sexual nature of women because I'm not deceived about women. Because lesbians, we experience a sexual level with women that most men will never, ever know. And that's because men are deceived about women's true sexual nature. So the women who they can get access to, they don't really let you know who they are because men usually like to judge and control women's bodies and their sexual reputations. But they're not able to. And that's why it's so silly and ridiculous that they think they can control a woman's sexual nature. And that's why they never get to be with the women that they really want to be with. And the women that they do have sex with, she's not really showing her true sexual nature. A woman who really shows her true sexual nature with a man is a man that she chooses because she knows he's ready to find out her true sexual nature. But lesbians, we just observe. We see a lot. We know a lot. We know a lot about women because we are women and because we experience women's real true sexual nature. Because we don't have anything to hide. We don't have anything to repress. We're not into controlling women's sexual desires or women's sexual thoughts, women's sexual appetite. The reason why is because we're not into our ego like a man is. We're not into machoism and pride. We're not into overpowering women. We're into allowing women to be themselves. And that's why lesbians really get to experience the true sexual nature of women. And the harsh truth is a lot of women who are into men, the heterosexual women, the bisexual women, sometimes they don't really get to experience their real true sexual nature because they're with the wrong man. And that's why I love being a lesbian, because I get to experience being with women who really can be themselves. And we get to experience a height, a sexual peak that is extremely gratifying. Because I know how to allow a woman to tap into her true sexual nature. I am Giselle Wallace, certified gay life coach and author. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, and share this video message. Don't lose yourself. Be yourself.